Good day everyone, welcome to our forum titled Promoting the Malaysian Cultural Heritage, which is Zapin. My name is Mr. Khairi and I will be your host for today. Joining me are three esteemed panels who will help us dive into this fascinating topic. Our panelists are Mr. ZARUL, a heritage expert from the Ministry of Culture, who will talk about the history and significance of Zapin. Mr. AIEMAN, a creative strategist who will discuss its relevance to today's younger generation, and Mr. IRFAN, an economic and tourism consultant who will share innovative strategies to preserve and promote Zapin. Without further ado, let's begin with Mr. ZARUL. Could you start by giving us an introduction to Zapin and its rich history?
Thank you, Mr. Khairi. Zapin is a traditional Malay dance that originated in the Middle East and was introduced to the Malay archipelago through Islamic missionaries. It is characterized by graceful movement and rhythmic steps, often accompanied by live music using traditional instruments like gambos and mawars. Historically, Zapin was performed in royal courts as entertainment, but over time, it became popular cultural expression for example, at weddings, festivals, and community events. The beauty of Zapin lies in its harmony of movement and music, making it a captivating experience for performers and the audience alike.
That's interesting. Do you think this evolution makes Zapin more relatable to Malaysians today?
Of course. When Zapin was introduced to Malaysia, it was adapted to suit local cultures and traditions. For example, in Johor, Zapin incorporates Malay poetic elements and traditional attire like the baju kurung and songket. These local touches have made Zapin uniquely Malaysian while still preserving its original essence.
That's fascinating. You mentioned that Zapin originated from the Middle East. Could you share more about how the dance evolved to become uniquely Malaysian?
Yes, absolutely. By integrating local elements, Zapin resonates more within the community. It is a reminder of how culture can adapt and thrive over time while retaining its core identity.
Thank you, Mr. ZARUL, for that insightful explanation. Now, let's move on to Mr. AIEMAN. Could you tell us why Zapin remains relevant and important to the younger generation?
Of course, Mr. Khairi, Zapin is more than just a dance. It represents our identify and connect to our roots. In today's world where Western influence dominate, preserving traditional art like Zapin is crucial to maintaining our culture unique. For the younger generation, Zapin can serve as a reminder for our shared history and values. It also teaches discipline, teamwork, and respect for tradition. It will love interest in Zapin, which is losing significant part of our heritage. That's why it's vital to make it appealing and accessible to the youth.
Absolutely. You mentioned the influence of Western culture. How do you think this impact the younger generation's interest in Zapin?
Well, Western culture often overshadows our traditional art because it is seen as more modern and exciting. However, this doesn't mean Zapin can compete. We just need to present in it ways that resonate with the youth, like blending it with modern music or showcasing it in popular media.
That's a great point. So, do you believe traditional arts like Zapin can coexist with modern trends?
Yes, I do. Tradition and modernity can complement each other. For example, we have seen contemporary artists incorporate traditional elements into their music and performance. This not only preserve the art but also make it more appealing to a wider audience.
Thank you, Mr. Aiman. That's very insightful. Now, let's bring in Mr. Irfan for some innovative strategies to promote Zapin. Over to you.
Thank you, Mr. Khairi. To attract the younger generation, we need to blend traditional and modern trends. For example, integrating Zapin into school curriculum. Integrating Zapin into school curriculum is a great way to expose students to the dance from an early age. Additionally, we should leverage social media platforms such as TikTok and also Instagram. Imagine creating Zapin dance challenge or short video can showcasing its beauty. Those should go viral and spark interest among the young. Collaboration also play a crucial role. We should partner with contemporary artists or influencers to incorporate Zapin into their music or performance. This way, Zapin get a modern twist while still retaining its traditional essence.
Those are excellent ideas. I especially like the TikTok challenge, but let's dig deeper. Mr. Irfan, what challenges do you foresee in implementing these strategies?
Great question. One major challenge is funding and resource. Promoting Zapin through modern platform and collaboration require investment. Another issue is the lack of awareness. Many young people don't even know what Zapin is. So we need to focus on education first, like I said before.
That's a valid point. How do you think we can address these challenges?
We need support from both government and also private sector. Grant and sponsorship can help fund this initiative. As for awareness, organizing community event or workshop can be a great start to reintroduce Zapin to the public.
Thank you, Mr. Irfan. That's very comprehensive. Before we move to the closing, let me ask one last question. What's your ultimate vision for Zapin in the future?
My ultimate vision is for Zapin to gain global recognition while staying true to its roots. I believe with the right strategy, Zapin can be an ambassador for Malaysia.
Thank you everyone for your valuable insight. To recap, we have explored the history and significance of Zapin, its relevance to the younger generation, and innovative ways to promote it. Zapin is not just a dance, it's a legacy, and together we can ensure it continues to thrive. Before we end, let's go around for your final thoughts. Mr. ZARUL, what are your hopes for Zapin's future?
I hope that Zapin will continue to thrive as a symbol of our cultural heritage. It is a beautiful art form that deserves to be cherished by future generations.
Thank you, Mr. ZARUL. Mr. AIEMAN?
I hope we can make Zapin accessible and exciting for the young. It's not just about preservation, it's about passing down our identity.
And lastly, Mr. Irfan.
I envision a future where Zapin is become a global phenomenon, celebrating for its beauty and uniqueness with the right strategy. I believe this is achievable.
Thank you for joining us today, and we hope you live with a renewed appreciation for Zapin. Until next time, goodbye.